Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super well today. I am here once again with my wonderful sketchbook that is still extremely empty. So I thought, hey, let's just grab a random animal generator and practice drawing some animals today. That sounds fun, right? Yeah, let's do it. So the generator that we are using today is from randomlist.com. This is the one I'm using, just a very simple one. And we're going to be generating one animal at the time and we're going to draw it. So let's see what our first one is. Drumroll, please. A parakeet! I was so excited about getting this one. I thought they were so cute. So I opened up a separate Google tab and I looked up on Google Images as well as Pinterest just to get a few different references and pictures and styles of stuff. And anyways, I ended up finding this very cute picture, which is the main one that I really referenced to start drawing, and here we go. Honestly, I decided to do this challenge because usually doing studies helps me kind of like get out of art block, which I have been feeling quite heavily lately. And if you saw my last video, it's a video about me warming up after not drawing for over a month. Art block really hit hard, and life also hit hard and all these things. So I thought it would be fun to kind of put myself out of my comfort zone and try to draw stuff that I haven't necessarily really drawn before, like a bunch of these animals that we're going to be drawing today. And honestly, this was so fun, and again, really pushed me out of that little like bleak comfort zone that I have been stuck in the past month or so. And I have been able to study, and I really like doing animal studies because then I can really see like the different shapes that make up the animal and try to simplify it, but also add like the details that it needs afterwards and just like really understand the main components, which I think is really helpful for me, at least, to get out of art block because I get to just focus one thing at a time. It can be quite tough because sometimes I'm like, oh, well, I used to do a lot of character art and I used to love drawing with markers and all these colors, and I would just get like so intimidated of like what I usually used to enjoy doing versus what I'm capable at the moment in terms of creative stamina, which is definitely not drawing a bunch of characters with a bunch of color because I just can't manage that right now. So again, doing this type of study really helped me get out of that mindset and try something new. And I thought these parakeets were so stinking cute. Oh my god, just look at them. I want to give them a little kiss on their cute little heads. Oh, I want a bird so bad. But yeah, I was very happy with them. And these were very motivating because I felt like it was a very successful first try. But anyways, what is our next animal? A doe! So a doe is actually a female deer, and I again looked up some different references on both Google and Pinterest. And I ended up finding one that really just spoke to me for some reason. I really saw the shape of the head very clearly, and the symmetry was really there, and I don't know, it really grabbed my attention. So I was like, let's draw this one. This one's calling to me, so let's do it. And yeah, so I had never, well, I don't think I've never drawn a deer before, but it's definitely not within my realm of usual animals I would go towards. So this was definitely, again, something new, but it felt very refreshing to do, and I was actually very happy with the results, and I was able to really portray like what I saw onto the page, which is again very motivating, especially when I was in a state of art block, because if you're an artist and you've gone through art block, you feel like you can't do anything, you feel like you're not capable, you feel like you're not progressing, you feel like you can't draw anything anymore and that you lost all your skill, and that usual spiral of like, I'm just gonna stop drawing, I don't deserve this anymore. Yeah, so anyways. The dramatics, the usual. But yeah, drawing this deer, like, something that I'm not used to, really kind of showed me that if I look at something and study it, I can probably draw it to some extent, and it was really refreshing. But yeah, overall this sketch was honestly really quick, and I was able to get all the elements that I wanted to really portray what I saw, and I was happy with it. So let's move on to our next animal. Drumroll, please. A panda! I hecking love pandas. They're so cute. I've drawn a couple pandas in the past. I've done also an ink piece with a panda back in like my previous sketchbook, not the like last one, but the one before. Anyways, and I found this so cute picture. I found this adorable picture on Pinterest that I was like, well, that needs to be drawn. And it was also an angle of a panda that I've never drawn before. So while I will spoil it now and say that I'm not extremely happy with the end result, and I can honestly be honest here that my creative stamina was already struggling a bit here. You know, I tried. That's all that matters. I tried. And you know what? That's okay, because we got ups and downs throughout this entire spread, and we're gonna see some that are better than others, even near the end, and that's just part of the process. You'd have to be forgiving with yourself, because art is hard, and honestly, the biggest challenge in art is the mental obstacles of it all, to be quite honest. But yeah, speaking of the ink piece I had done in the past, it really makes me want to take out my ink again and do another ink piece. So maybe we'll do a video together sometime soon of that ink, because it's really wonderful ink. Anyways, I kept it very simple. Our next animal was a pronghorn, which I've never seen a pronghorn before. So I was like, well, this is interesting and also kind of terrifying. Because I had, again, never seen this type of animal before. It has a very interesting face shape. It's like boxy, but with a cylindrical snout and these very interesting horns, and I was very confused, and I, again, had never seen this animal before, so I was like, oh, okay, well, let's give it a go. Let's see what works. This was another one that I didn't fully love how it came out, but again, it's really going through the process of studying it and seeing like what elements I'm able to portray, what shapes I'm able to find and simplify and things like that. It's a challenge, honestly, after not drawing for a while and getting back into, or trying to get back into that mindset of just, you know, breaking things down to their simplest components to then slowly add on for the detail and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I think we got to a place where it's not relatively too bad. It's not great by any means. But again, it's a study, and I was able to draw something somewhat similar, and we'll take it. I was pretty excited to draw throughout this entire spread, because I think this is the first like entire full flat lay spread that I've done in my sketchbook with like one whole theme, I guess I could say. So I really love how aesthetic that looks, but my creative stamina has really been struggling this entire sketchbook, so to be able to like sit down and really do that has been an achievement, to say the least. But yeah, I think it turned out overall pretty good. And it's a step-by-step process. But yeah, here's my little pronghorn. He's doing his best, you know, and that's okay. Anyways, I was ready to move on to the next one by this point. And our next animal, drumroll, please. A crow. So, okay, listen. Birds are really hard to draw for some reason. Small birds like parakeets, that's fine, but birds with like bigger beaks are just something I really struggle with drawing for some reason. And then also the fact that like the crow is like entirely black, like there's like these little details that I'm just not able to fully convey because I'm lazy when I'm sketching, so then it looks weird. And then, I don't know, I mean, I was gonna give it a go, I am giving it a go, and I think I ended up in a place where it wasn't relatively too bad, but I definitely struggled with the beak for a while. I don't know why that's like such a shape and proportion that I struggle with. It's really the proportion, I think. Because like the shape itself is relatively straightforward, but it's like compared to the size of the head, it needs to, I don't know. Anyways, I think I got to a point where it was like relatively good, like I'm not too mad about it. It looks like a proportionate beak for a crow, but anyways, birds are really tough. Maybe that is something that I should work on, but then again, I have no big attachment to birds either. I don't know. Maybe I could challenge myself and do like a bird, you know, focused piece or something. I actually did do that once back in high school when I was part of an art program. Anyways, I kept it really simple. This is what I left it at. And I hope that's okay. But again, anyways, let's go to our next animal, which is a camel. I have never drawn a camel before, and honestly, I was very excited about this one because I was like, I love camels. They are so cute. They have so much attitude. I love that for them. But then I saw what they looked like, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to draw this. All right. But I saw the shapes were pretty evident of what I needed to break down. So I was like, I feel pretty confident that I can pull this off. Desert animals are truly so fascinating to me, and camels being one of them. Like, they can be like so cute and so fluffy and great, but then they are like these strong, amazing mammals that just are able to like store so much water in their bodies for long periods of time and go through these sandstorms and are just like so cool. I love animals. Animals are so fun. Anyways, again, I had a lot of fun doing this. It was very enlightening to see, oh, I love these animals and I'm able to draw them, and I don't know, just like explore another side of art that I've been struggling to get into again. So I'm very happy. But yeah, a lot of these are just like portraits. I didn't do full body. If I were to do full body, I'd probably do a lot less animals because that takes a little bit more effort, and again, creative stamina is on the struggle bus, to say the least. But overall, I'm actually very satisfied with how that camel came out. I think I really got the vibes across, and look at him, he's so cute. But yes, moving on to our next animal, which is a dugong. Anyways, I don't know what that was. I did not recognize the name at all, but then when I looked it up on Pinterest, I was just like, oh, it's just like a manatee or like a sea cow. So it was under a name that I've never seen before, but look at this little guy. He's so cute. He's just floating there. Oh, look at him. I fell in love immediately. I was like, he needs to be drawn right here, right now. And honestly, I think that is my favorite sketch of the entire spread, to be quite honest. He's so cute. But yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing this guy. I love water animals so much. They are so heckin' sweet and so fascinating too. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I could talk for hours about animals. I think they're awesome. But yeah, he was very fun to draw, very bulbous, very round, very soft looking. Looks like he could give very good hugs. So, 10 out of 10 would recommend. And I had never drawn one of these before, at least not that I can remember. So again, it was really fun to dive into like art and stuff of studies that I've, just never done before. And I don't know, it was very refreshing, and I honestly really needed this, and I'm really glad I did it. And look at him. He's so cute. I love him. Anyways, at this point I was like, all right, we can maybe do like 2 more. So let's go back to the generator and see what's next. A capybara! I was so excited about getting this one. I love capybaras. They are so cute. It was my life's mission to see one at some point in the wild, and I once did a trip to Peru, and I was able to see just a whole pack of them just floating down the river and sunbathing, and I was just absolutely on cloud 9 when I was able to experience that. So 10 out of 10, recommend it. Love capybaras. They are fantastic. And I had a lot of fun drawing this one as well. I just love how like boxy their heads are. Like it's just, they're just little guys, and they're so friend-shaped, and they're so like, they're just happy little things, and I love them. So they're so cute. The biggest rodent on the planet, and they're just so chill about everything. They're just existing. They just like to sunbathe and eat snacks and be cute, and I love that for them. The only thing I really struggled with when drawing this little guy was like understanding how the back leg worked, because like I found a reference of one just like sitting like a cute little guy, but then the back leg was like not exactly clear on how it was working. So anyways, that is maybe not the best part of the drawing, but I think the rest of it is relatively okay. And I don't know, he's just a little guy. He's so cute. Anyways, at this point I was like, all right, there is just enough space for one more little guy, and let's see what's next. Honestly, this next one really threw me for a loop. Jaroba or whatever. I have never ever seen or heard of a Jaroba before. So that was a time. And I was very bamboozled at what they looked like. Like, why do they look like those standing pew pew things from Star Wars? Like, that's quite literally what they look like to me. But I thought, all right, well, they're a cute little guy, little rodent, apparently also found in, like, the desert. And I was like, all right, you know, sure. So it's like a mouse with these very long legs, a long looking tail, and like no arms from what I could see. I don't know. I've never seen a Jaroba before. It took some getting used to, you know, think that they were cute, but I do think that they are cute now after, you know, a while. But yeah, it was very interesting to get this because, again, I've never seen a Jaroba before. It reminds me of the things from Star Wars. But you know, I hope they live their best lives. But honestly, I thought I was able to convey kind of like his silly little guy energy relatively well, so I'm pretty proud of it. But yeah, here is the final spread of our random generated animals that we were able to sketch today. I was feeling very happy, very proud of myself that I was able to do the entire spread, and you know what? I tried my best. So yeah, we ended up getting a parakeet, a doe, a panda, a crow, and a pronghorn, all looking relatively good. We also got a capybara, we got a Jaroba, again, you'll pew pew thing from Star Wars, a dugong, sea cow, whatever, and a camel. Anyways, feeling very happy and feeling very refreshed after doing this, and I heavily recommend that you do this. It's so fun, and it's very enlightening. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye, guys!